Easy CSV Importer for WordPress allows custom fields to be created for our auto-blogged posts in the free edition and the premium, but the premium edition takes it a little further by giving us more control over updating and the value that actually goes into the custom field, or also known as the meta value. So that value can be created using what we already have in the data, or we can build something unique by creating a template. And I'm going to run through all of that with you in this video. The first thing we have is the meta key. My meta keys are named meta 1 through to meta 5. They are named simple for demonstration purpose only. Your meta keys would have something more meaningful in them, and they would be required to be something specific they would be required by your theme or other plugins to be something a lot more specific in order to work. So your project will be very different from my own. Next we have the allow updating option. This allows us to prevent specific meta values being updated when we import a new CSV file that may have changes in it. If we wish for the specific custom field values to be updated, we simply set it to yes, and if there are values that we know may change in the CSV file but we don't want actual visitors to experience that change, we select no. Next we have the menus that allow us to select the columns from our CSV file and tell Easy CSV Importer to take the values from those columns and put them into the specific custom field that we've selected them for. Now what you will notice is that I've selected columns for all 5 of the menus that are in the box drawn, and that other columns further down here have a default, and the default is one of my actual columns. And the reason for that is because if you use a custom field, you must populate it, so it must have some sort of default. So you must change these menus unless you're going to use a template. Now templates allow us to build a content template much like the templates that we use to actually create the main content for our posts. We use column replacement tokens, and we also use the same WYSIWYG editor and edit screens to create the templates. The templates that we create appear in the menus shown, and we can select them there. This allows us to create very unique content, and that is obviously great for SEO. Now you will notice that I have at the moment selected just 3 templates for the custom fields that I am using, and 2 of them down here are set to not required. What will happen to these not required meta values, which is meta 4 and meta 5, is that they will be populated using the columns, and the columns will obviously take priority as they are the only existing method selected to populate those 2. The rest, however, that is those 3 here, meta 1, meta 2 and meta 3, will be populated using templates because I have selected templates. I've named my templates meta 1, meta 2 and meta 3 to keep things simple and help you understand exactly what is going on here. Now what we're going to do is move on to actually show you these 3 templates so that you understand how the templates look, and then understand the actual values that get created when I move on to create a post. So we'll go ahead and show you that now. I'm scrolling up to ECI content and selecting all content templates. Here we have meta 3, meta 2 and meta 1. I'm just going to select edit on meta 1. The meta 1 template does contain a line to show and prove that it is the meta 1 template that is used once the actual value is created. Obviously you wouldn't have something like this. What you would have is some tokens, Now I must make clear that your tokens will be different. Your column replacement tokens will contain the CSV file headers or titles, as you may call them, that are in your CSV file, and Easy CSV Importer works with any CSV file, so they will look different. I'm just going to show you the other two templates. Slightly different. I've got different tokens in there, and again I've got the actual meta 2 in there, and it will become a little clearer later why I've done that. It is for demonstration, and again with template 3. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and create a post and actually see it all in action. Just come back down to the CSV import menu and select my project WTG test B I was on. I'm going to come over to create posts, and I must mention that my settings on the advanced tab were already saved before I created the video, and that's why I never actually saved anything. And I'm just going to create, actually before I create a post, let me show you that no posts exist, and therefore proving that something does happen. Right, so here we go. Click one, and this information here is just test input. This wouldn't show for anyone else. This is just me testing. Now the plugin has confirmed that a post with ID 939 has been created. Let's just click there so that refreshes, and hover over just to show that it is post 939. It shows in the browser post equals 939, and I'll just click edit and then scroll down. We're not interested in this content, that all that sort of stuff is covered in other videos. What we're going to do is come down to the actual 5 meta or custom field. It is in the custom field list, but they are post meta, and these are the meta keys on the left and the meta values on the right. Now the first thing I'm going to do is just highlight the different approaches that we took. So the first two that I'm going to highlight is meta 5 and meta 4, and those were the two that had the actual column selected but not templates. So these weren't created using a template. And if I just select these three, meta 1 to meta 3, and they are in an unusual order, but we have meta 1, meta 3, meta 2, and these were created using templates. Alright, so that is the difference between these. And you can see with the values here, we have individual values, which is simply an email address and what is meant to be a username, and that is it. There's nothing else in those fields at the moment. However, these three values, these three meta values, were created using a template. They have that original sort of text in there that hasn't changed, that I did show you, and they also have something else. If I just open these text areas up, we can see that, let me just drop this one down, we can see that the column replacement tokens that used to be in the template have been replaced with the data, much like, or exactly the same as what happens when we create the main content, and that's what has been done up here also. So that's really everything covered. I've shown you that you can create the template, and you will be able to populate custom fields or post meta with these unique sort of values strung together. What I didn't show you is text between each of the actual column replacement tokens, but I have shown you that you can put your own text in. It will stay there and so on, and therefore you can string something unique together. What I am keen on adding at some point is the text spinning ability. That already exists in CSV to post, which is considerably more advanced than Easy CSV Importer. The interface is more advanced, more flexible and so on. However, it's a busy plugin, and the Easy CSV Importer is obviously moving towards making it just a little easier while still having some of the functionality. So I'm just mentioning this because there is a lot more we can do. So we've got this really cool ability right here, right now, and there's still more to come. And it's just a case of everyone getting in contact with me and telling me, that they want it or not, and sort of push development in a certain direction. And that is that. Okay, thank you very much for watching.